Hi guys, welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s, and today I want to talk about face primers. About, I don't know, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I did a video on what my favorite face primers were, or foundation primers, and I never did an update to that video. So I did have a comment on that video not too long ago that said, hey, you know, this video is a year and a half, almost 2 years old. What are your primers now that you're using? And I thought, I really need to film that. I need to tell you guys what foundation primers I'm currently using now, what I'm loving. And I think I'm going to film another one at the end of the year in December 2019 to tell you guys what I'm using then, to see if any of those products have changed between January and December. So we're going to jump right in. So these are my favorite face primers. I've got 5 of them here. Actually, I have 6, but one of them's kind of a dupe for the other, so they're kind of interchangeably to me. Anyway, so starting with my all-time favorite of all-time face primers. Actually, should I start at least and go to best? I'm going to do that. I'm going to start at the least like to the best like, even though I like all of these, okay? All of these are my top 5. So my number 5 position is the IT Cosmetics number 50 serum. This guy right here. He's a little bit pricey, but I love him. He comes with a pump, or it comes with a dropper, so you can actually drop it if you want to instead of pump. And I just love this stuff. It's so soft, and it does have that silicone-y slip to it. So I feel that it does a decent job of minimizing the look of pores. It doesn't disguise them completely. It does, however, minimize them, and it does smooth out the texture, so without it being drying or feeling too heavy. So I actually just love using this under a more dewy type foundation. So again, number 5 is my IT Cosmetics number 50 Serum Anti-Aging Collagen Veil Primer. Love this. In my number 4 position, number 4 is from the drugstore. This is my Milani Prime Light Face Primer. This guy right here. This is a very glowy primer. And I don't know why I'm trying to swatch primers for you guys, because you're not going to actually be able to really see them spread out. But this guy it comes out like a white pearlescent. It's got like a little bit of a pink pearlescent sheen to it. You blend it out, and it just gives you a really nice glow underneath your foundation while still disguising or minimizing the look of the pores. It does not make any of my pores stand out, which I really, really like. And it actually sinks into the skin and dries down pretty quickly too. So it gives you that nice glow, as well as minimizing the, what do you call it, imperfections you don't like. Doesn't get rid of them, nothing will, but it does minimize them. And it also, like I said, just feels really light and dries down very quickly. So it's a really, really good primer. And it's from the drugstore, so it's like so freaking affordable. So again, this is the Milani Prime Lights. And I believe they also have a matte one, but I like the Prime Light one better because it does have that little bit of luminosity, which I feel with my skin being a little older and getting fine lines and wrinkles, the luminosity I really like. So number 3 of my all-time favorite primers, and I do love this primer dearly. I really do. So it's in my number 3 spot. I almost said number 3rd spot. Anyways, this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This guy right here. This is a moisturizer primer in one, and I really do love it. It is really hydrating to the skin. But it is very, very lightweight in texture. I mean, extremely lightweight in texture. See how it's just kind of running there? It sinks right into the skin really quickly and easily, which I really, really love about that. It doesn't leave behind any type of a luminosity, and once rubbed in completely, there's not really much slip there. It just kind of sinks completely in. I don't feel that it really minimizes the imperfections so much, but what this is really, really great for is the hydration and also the longevity of my makeup. This stuff makes my makeup last so, so long. And if it did that little bit of disguising of the imperfections, it would probably be higher up in my list because I love how it feels and how it sits on the skin, but it just doesn't do that. So therefore, it's number 3 in my spot, but I use it a lot, and I absolutely love it. I do have a video for this, though, that I will link to down below. Alright, in my number 2, that's not 2, in my number 2 spot, I'm losing it. In my number 2 spot is another high-end one, and this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This guy right here. Love this guy. I use this under my Becca Aqualuminous. I use this under my Even Better. I use this under my Estee Lauder. I use this under my Hit Cosmetics. I use this under everything, and it does give a really beautiful glow to the skin when used underneath your foundation. And it's not so much of a glow that it makes you look like a Tin Man. That's what I love about it. It doesn't make you look like a Tin Man. It comes out of the pump, kind of a pearlescent, I want to say beigey colored shade, like champagne colored shade. But once blended in, this is 2 coats of it right here, guys. Once blended in, it doesn't make you look like a Tin Man. It's just glowy enough that when you put your foundation over the top of it, it looks like you just have this glow from within. And it is just beautiful. And I feel like that it leaves enough on my skin that it makes my texture on my skin feel a little bit better. And I just love, love, love how this looks on top of foundation. Now this one does have a bit of a scent to it. It's not horrible. It's not bad. But it does have like a lotiony scent to it, if that makes sense. Kind of like a, not really floral. I can't explain it, but it does smell a little bit like a lotion. Along with this one, I do have one that I actually consider a dupe. This is like $38 or $40. The dupe for this that I also like to use is the Physicians Formula Spotlight Primer. And this is very, very similar in that it comes out a pearly champagne shade. Let's blend that guy in. This one is a little bit more luminous, I think, than the Becca. Not much, but a little bit. But blended in really well. Foundation on top. It just gives your skin just this really nice, luminous glow, like it's glowing from within. It's just beautiful. And I know I'm sitting here swatching primers on the back of my hand for you guys, and I know that you probably can't even see it. But anyways, this is, what, $12, $13 as compared to $38 or $40, and you can always get sales and coupons on Physicians Formula, so, you know, there you go. Great, great primer, less expensive primer. So these I really, really do feel are pretty much dupes for each other. So when I'm almost out of this, as you guys can tell, and I will probably, I don't know if I would buy this again. I think I would go ahead and finish this up, and then I would decide, do I want to go ahead and get this one or this one? It just, I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling in the moment. But I do love these pretty much equally. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the Becca just a little bit more, but they're pretty equal. Okay, so in my number 1 spot, number 1 is, well, it's my favorite. Okay, so 2 years ago when I first filmed this video of my favorite primers, the one that was in my number 1 spot was the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating. It was the blue one, and I loved it. It sank into the skin. It made my makeup, the longevity of my makeup, just stay put like all day. It helped minimize the look of some of the texture issues that I have on my skin, and I just absolutely loved it. Well, Smashbox did away with that and came out with the Primerizer, which is similar. It's not the same thing. It's similar. It's got differences. It's lighter. It sinks into the skin, I feel like, just a little bit more than the blue one did. You know, it was similar. But then I found this NYX Hydra Touch Primer. This guy right here. This is in my number 1 spot. This, I feel, is an exact dupe of that Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating, that blue one. Now, even though it doesn't come out completely blue, it does have a little bit of a blue tint to it, but when rubbed into the skin, it is moisturizing. It sinks in, but still diminishes the look of some of that texture and some of that imperfections that you have on the skin, if you have those things. And it feels very nice on the skin. And I love this. Love, love, love. This one just takes the cake for me. I can wear this under any foundation, any day of the week, and just really enjoy it and love it. If this was the only primer that I could take with me to the end of the earth, it would be this one. I'd be okay with that. Alright guys, those are my 5 favorite primers as of right now. Now, again, like I said, in December, I will refilm this, and we'll see if any of that has changed. But for now, this is my 5. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also, hit subscribe down there somewhere under this video. Hit subscribe, and you too can rock your fabulous 40s. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.